Greetings everyone and welcome to Soter Academy. Everybody talks about building muscle, but in this video let's see how the body is actually forced to build muscle tissue. Now there are three mechanisms that are circling in the fitness world that are to do with building muscle. One is the mechanical tension, number two is the muscle damage, which is a myth, and number three is the metabolic stress, or other people call it the pump. Mechanical tension, this is the king first and foremost. That's the foundation for muscle growth. Mechanical tension, this is just the physical force your muscle experience when you push heavy loads and you experience that resistance. Your muscles, they have sensors and they detect that force through a process called mechanotransduction. This physical tension sends direct signal to the body to synthesize more protein and to upgrade the hardware. Does that mean that is just 1 rep max? No, you can build muscle also with 6 controlled reps, also with 15 controlled reps, let's say on isolations. Initially you're doing some work, but then at the end of that set your muscles, they feel exhausted and they recruit more and more muscle fibers in order to do work, in order to lift the weight, so that they experience that tension that is produced. The weight, of course, matters, but also the way how you execute the exercise and the proximity to failure also matters as much. Number two is the muscle damage. Now, this is a myth, and for some time people believe that in order to build some more muscle, you needed first to destroy the muscle fibers, and then they believed also that your body will repair the destroyed muscle and then it will build on top of that. But actually what is happening is, what the science is saying, is that your body, once it is rebuilt, the destroyed muscles, then there is not enough resources left in order to build new tissue on top of that. So we want to stimulate the muscle, we don't want to destroy it. That soreness happens when you do a new weight or a new type of exercise and your body hasn't gotten used to it yet. Now, number three is the metabolic stress or the pump. But let's see what is happening actually there. Is that when you're doing, let's say, 10 to 15 repetitions, then initially your muscles are executing that weight and lifting that weight flawlessly. But when the repetitions pile up, then it is not actually the lactic acid that builds up in the muscle, it's the hydrogen ions. And then together with the blood, they kind of filled up that space. And then your central nervous system is forced to trigger more and more fibers in order to continue lifting the weight. So it triggers the fast twitch muscle fibers. So they experience mechanical tension there. This is actually what is forcing the muscle growth, is the tension. And it is not the actual pump itself. So what do you actually do? You implement the form overload. You choose stable exercises that allow you to produce a massive force. You control the weight on the way down, on the eccentric phase, without making it too slow, and then explosive on the concentric on the way up. You take your working sets to failure or close to failure, so the muscle fibers are challenged and they experience that tension that is produced. And finally, you rest. There is no magic number, 48 hours or 72 hours. You need to allow the muscle to rest. So you need to get your sleeping on point, the nutrition on point, and then the total training volume dictates when you are going to be recovered enough in order to train the same muscle again after. Mechanical tension drives the signal. Consistency strengthens that signal, and the adaptation happens when you rest. You control the variables, you perfect the execution, and you evolve. That's been it for today. See you next time, and let's evolve. Cheers.